What is up, guys? It is Turbo here and welcome. This is episode 51 of the Oxford United Manager Mode, and 4 league games for you for a change this episode. Leyton Orient, Tranmere, Oldham, and then Oldham, and then Leyton Orient again. As we approach January, it's the turnover of the matches. So let's get straight in. As you see, I'm resting a task of this game. And I'm also playing Constable and Craddock and Pittman in the middle. I apologise if I'm out of breath. I just literally just came back inside. But anyway, yeah, let's go down to the action. We started off the better of the sides, and we could have been in front in the 5th minute when we missed that chance. I think that was Constable. We just couldn't get toe to it. And again, we're playing in the snow, which means that I always play well in the snow with Oxford United. Good defending all the time, and good. That was good defending there. And you know, good play as well. But then we did actually take the lead in like the 8th minute, I believe. Oh well, no, 30th minute. Wow, we had a mistake there. Constable went through, let it touch down on the ground before volleying it into the side netting. Really well taken volley. I enjoyed scoring that goal at the time. I remember it, and yeah. So we have a 30-minute lead, and luckily that wasn't given as a penalty. Otherwise, I would have been pissed. I didn't actually press any buttons. So yeah. Nevertheless, Craddock went through a few minutes later and made it 2-0. So, you know, 2-0 before half time, and it's all good. The players are tripping up in the middle there, trying to get to Craddock to celebrate. But it's fine. We are set for the game ahead, for the half ahead, sorry. If we score another goal, we can make it all good and put the game to bed. And, you know, our defensive display up to this point had been fine, so there's no reason to concede. Of course, we will concede because they have a corner and they whip it in. And unfortunately, I give away another penalty, as you've all seen me do countless times this season. I just cannot contain myself. When that guy is in my box, he will be stopped. And obviously, Curtin scores. I can't pull off a miracle save, and that made it 2-1. So at this point, the game was in a, kind of back in balance, to be honest. Because if they get the next goal, then things could become quite spicy. They could turn it all around, and luckily that didn't happen. Clark pulled off a fine save before the defender smashed it away, and we managed to clear our lines and keep the score level, keep the score in our favour. At full time, as you see, it was 2-1 to us with those 2 goals from Constable and Craddock, and that consolation penalty for them. Some of you guys have been asking for some scouting updates, and so here are the main ones. This is in my youth squad, I believe. Oh no, sorry, this is a scouting report. So these are all people who are being scouted right now. And I signed this guy. His potential goes up to 91, and the others don't really interest me, so I just kind of reject them. But yeah, 91, what a beast that is. And here's the league table. As you can see, we are 3rd on 49 points, and joint with Petersburg and Millwall on 49 as well. So although I say 3rd, we are pretty much 1st, because we will not be, we're not out of the playoff races either. So we're in a good, strong position, and if we keep up our performance in the league, then we should be able to retake that 1st position, which is what we need. Remember, we want to go through these leagues as quickly as possible to get to the Premier League, and with that in mind, we go into the game against Tranmere, and Atansov scores in the first couple of minutes. No, I'm joking. He's not that good. I rested him because Tranmere had been tricky opponents in the past, so I just wanted to play him and kind of have the higher edge, because I have a guy who's rated 77 and they don't, and yeah. Nevertheless, he did have an impact on the game as always, but it wasn't actually until the second half that we got the best of our chances. We had a volley from Smalley earlier on before this chance, and eventually Tansov did go through and start creating more of the chances that we wanted him to create, but unfortunately he still couldn't score them. I know he just has that problem where he creates them but he can't score them, and I'm not sure why I'm chipping that up to him. He's never going to score with a header, is he? And then he gets flattened by the keeper with a cock drive on the floor, and unfortunately Tranmere scored. So at this point I was thinking, oh fuck, because it was the 85th minute and I didn't really want to lose to Tranmere, if I'm being honest. So I wanted to come back into it, but hey, no, the final score was 1-0 to Tranmere, which was a bit of a piss take. In the 85th minute they scored, and in the 85th minute they won the game for themselves. I hate it when that happens. We couldn't pull a Man City. But yeah, we now go into the next match of the league against Oldham. And well, Oldham have never been problems in the past. We have beaten them comfortably a couple of times, and this was the case. James Comston went through early on and hit the bar, which was a bit unfortunate, but a really nice, well-struck effort from there. And we were just all over them, creating the better of the chances. And Zaleski was especially, he was coming through forwards, striving through midfield. Getting his getting himself involved in the attacks. And at 40 minutes, we really did look like the more comfortable team, but unfortunately we couldn't get a goal before half time. But nevertheless, we were still creating those chances, flashing that ball across the 6-yard box. And like we still couldn't get anything. We couldn't get any of our strikers to score, and it took. It seemed like it was taking us forever, but eventually we did score. I mean, yeah, really eventually. Like, to be honest, really eventually, because Harriet actually scored in the 77th minute when he pinched it from the defender, who was planning to clear his lines, but for some reason was chesting it down, and Harriet pounced. So yeah. As soon as that happened, I made the substitutions that I always make, and it suddenly was game on. We were 1-0 up. If we could get another goal, especially one just to make sure, and two to sort out our goal difference, it would be good. But that was not to be the case, because Oldham scored against us in the 90th minute, as always, and the final score is 1-1 at full time. So not a very good episode for results so far, is it? I mean, we have had one good win, but then a loss and a defeat, loss and a draw, which isn't what we want if we want to be winning that league, or at least getting being contenders for automatic promotion. So we're going to the last game against Leyton Orient, who we played first. That's just how the cycles work. But there is 2 games against Leyton Orient in this episode, and here's how it went down. Tanasov I decided to start him, and it definitely paid off. Leyton Orient are not a good side. We've already proven that a couple of times this season. We've beaten them. And Tanasov soon scored his next goal in the league. There's the trademark celebration. 16th minute. And, I'm not going to stop there. Normally I say, oh, well, we're set. Well, we're not set anyway. It's only 1-0. We want definitely a couple more goals. If we can bang them in before half time, it'll be all good. And, well, it was just unfortunate that Tanasov didn't score there. But luckily, Smalley did. Craddock did. On the 30th minute, we doubled our lead. 2-0 advantage to us. Craddock got a bit lucky, pouncing on the rebound from a Tanasov shot, but the keeper did really well to actually save it. Watch this. Save onto the post, and then Craddock just decided to chip it in front of him. Why not? And that gave us a 2-0 lead. But at this point, I was still thinking, nope, I want another goal. And that's exactly what Tanasov gave me, with a nice finesse into the corner on the 41st minute. Again, the trademark celebration. Now he's on a hat-trick. He isn't going to stop. But I think I will. Because 3-0 up before half-time, I'm in a pretty good position. Maybe after this, in the second half, we can push forward for more goals. And, well, push forward is exactly what we did. Because even Harriet, again, it was the midfield driving forward, having those shots that we want in the box, in the opposition box, and when the midfielders do that well, and then we know that the team is going to do well when attacking. And unfortunately, I still can't get anything from corners. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's just something I'm doing wrong with the delivery. But luckily enough, even Defudis managed to get on the score sheet, making it 4-0 in the 53rd minute. What a beast of a man, Defudis. Even so, Harriet scored 1, Defudis scored 1, and Tanasov scored 2 to make it 4. And this is like in the, what minute is this? Like the 53rd minute, so not even 70 minutes yet. So we could get another couple more, but unfortunately Leyton Orient got a consolation goal in the 60th minute, which was a bit of a piss take. And then, well, they got a penalty, and yeah. Another penalty given away this episode. I was thinking that's another red card for Clark, who just came back from suspension, but luckily it wasn't. So it's all good. And can we say the penalty? No, we can't. So yeah, 4-2. I'm not too pleased at this point. I want to go in forwards and get a couple more goals, but I'm worried that if I do, I may concede. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. And well, Constable isn't going to score with those kind of efforts, is he? The final score, guys, was actually 4-2. And yeah, here's the confirmation of it. 4-2 at full time, which means that we are in a nice... it was unfortunate to get 2 goals, of course, but we are in a nice position in the league. If we could, I think we're still like 2 points behind top or something. Where are we now? Yeah, we're fourth, 53 points. Peterborough on 55 and they're top. So we are not far at all. 1 win and 1 loss for Peterborough, and we'll be back in it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah.